Hello everyone and a very warm welcome. In today's demo, I'm going to show you how well the PDF editor for SharePoint Online file handler integrates in your SharePoint environment. So here, my friends, you have two environments on your screen. The one on your left does not have the file handler integrated. However, the one on your right has the file handler integrated. So let's see the behavior of the file in the out-of-box SharePoint environment. When I click on the file which does not have file handler integrated, it opens up in the SharePoint default viewer. You cannot do anything with the file. All you can do is download the file, edit the file, and then re-upload it. However, on an environment that you have the file handler integrated, when you click on the file directly opens in your browser. You will also see that there are many more options out here which will help you edit the file in the context of your browser itself. So you don't have to go through the hassle of downloading the file, editing the file, and then re-uploading the file. Now, when I say that, what is the other difference that you see with the file handler, or how do you know that the file handler is integrated? As I told you, the first option, when you click on a file, by default it opens up in the PS PDF Kit viewer. However, you also see another option. The another option would be when I click on the file, you see you have an additional option open in PS PDF Kit editor in the context menu under the open. This is how you get to know that the file handler is integrated in your environment as an end user. If you're an admin, you can obviously check your Azure app registrations, and there you will see an app registration for the file handler. Now, that being said, we know that the file handler is integrated. Now, the next question is how tightly it integrates in your SharePoint environment. So let me minimize the browser window. Let me log in with two different users in the same SharePoint tenant. The tenant is the same, and I'm logged in with two different users, one with Megan and one with the administrator. So let's consider that Megan goes ahead and opens this document. At the same point of time, the administrator opens the document. Right now, let's say that administrator starts editing the document. Let's say that he adds some annotations, maybe adds a line, maybe edits some content directly in the browser. So let me actually enable content editing, and let's say that he tells this is how it works. And finally, he goes ahead and tries to add a signature as well. So everybody knows that he has edited the document. Now, at this point, Megan does not know that the document has been edited and has been saved. Right? So Megan goes ahead and starts editing the document. Let's say that she goes ahead and highlights this line, and she also adds her signature out here and clicks on done. Right? And now she tries to save this file. As soon as she tries to save this file, the user is getting prompted that the document has changed since it's last loaded. Do you want to reload it? As soon as she clicks on reload, she sees the changes done by Clavin, that is the mod admin, and also sees her changes. So her changes are not lost, right? So what she can do is that she can go ahead and either save her changes or just say or remove her changes right here, right now. Or she can just go ahead and X out this document, saying that she does not want to make any changes because Clavin has reviewed it. So now when Megan goes ahead and opens this document, you see it reflects Clavin's changes. So this is very important. When two users are working on the same document, the second user is being prompted when he tries to save the document that changes are being done on the document, and do you want to keep the changes and reload your document. That also goes ahead and helps the second user not lose their work. So that's one behavior when we think about SharePoint. So the second behavior would be the check-in and check-out behavior. So what is check-in and checkout. The check-in and checkout behavior helps the end user to lock the document for themselves. When you check out the document, if I click on more and click on checkout, now this document has been explicitly locked for editing by me. That means even if the mod admin wants to edit this document, he'll not be able to edit it. So if you look, there's a small arrow out here which actually tells that Megan has gone ahead and checked out the document. So how does this work with the editor? Let's consider that Megan has opened this document and she is further making changes to it. Let's say that she also draws maybe a line. At the same point of time, mod admin does not realize that the document is checked out and just opens the document. So when he opens the document, he gets prompted, understand this, he gets prompted that the document is currently checked out by Megan. And this particular viewer is now only in the read-only mode. Yes, my friends, you don't see any options such as content editing, annotations, or document editor within for the mod admin because the document has been checked out by Megan. So at this point, understand this. The PDF editor for SharePoint honors the check-in and checkout behavior as well. Isn't this awesome? This means that you don't have to change the way that you're working with documents in SharePoint. It honors the SharePoint behavior. So that being said, I can just close these two documents and let me go ahead and check the document back in. However, before checking in the document, if I open this document as Megan, you see that this line is highlighted. However, when I go ahead and open this document as mod admin, it tells me that it's checked out, but this line is not highlighted. This again is a SharePoint behavior. If I go back and check in the document, at this point of time, and if I just refresh this document, you see the changes are being shown. So isn't this awesome? The check-in and checkout behavior is being honored by the PDF editor for SharePoint. Now let's look at another behavior. Let's consider that I go ahead and have an option enabled, that is by default check out the document. So require checkout document before they can be edited. If I say yes for this particular document, and let me actually open a new document out here, and if I start editing the document, if I click on save, you see, because that behavior was there and the document is still open, or you can say that the document has not been checked in again. If I refresh this page, if the document has not been checked in again, the viewer will tell that it's currently checked out and it's open in the read-only mode. So here, my friends, it also goes ahead and honors the functionality that is require checkout before editing. Very, very important. Now, we have seen a lot about check-in and checkout and how tightly it integrates with SharePoint. Let me actually show you another interesting feature. So firstly, let me check in this document because I don't want to just leave it checked out. And let's go to our original document. So one of the feature that actually stands out would be the document editor. Using document editor, you can either import the files from your client machine, or you can also import the files from SharePoint. Yes, my friends, you can import the files from SharePoint. Let's consider that I want to import this particular file into this document. You see, the file is added. I can also use the document editor to move the page around. Let's consider that I want this page to be at the end. So I can just leave it at the end and save the document. So yes, even importing the documents from SharePoint is supported. So this is all I have to say about the PDF editor for SharePoint integration with SharePoint. I hope this demo was informative and thank you for your time. Bye-bye.